Yeah. So if you're doing, going through a battle right now and needing help, right here's a place that is willing to help you, and they're here to help you. What about people that might have the attitude, you know, I'm embarrassed to try to get some help? How would you encourage somebody to say, you don't need to feel that way, just come in and get what you need?
Yeah. Well, everyone has problems from time to time, and you know we don't discourage anyone from coming in, and you'll always be treated fairly and with respect when you come to our organization.
So there's kids' clothes there too.
Oh yes.
So you got clothing for the entire family, men, women, boys, girls, kids. You got toys. You got all these items, shoes. No doubt wintertime's getting here. What about coats?
Oh yes, we give coats away. Walmart DC did a coat drive for us, and we've been giving coats away. We have new coats, and we have gently used coats. We also have what I call a bag sale room. Every Friday, I have a room set up that's full of clothes, and these are really good clothes and shoes. You can come in and fill a shopping bag full for $2. So there's really no reason for anyone in the area not to have clothes or nice clothes. And of course, we give a lot of clothes away too.
Very good. So now you need to keep this in mind. And once again, donations are accepted during business hours. Clean out those old closets and clean out them, places that you've laid up different things, storage units and stuff like that, because there's people in need and they can greatly use these services. What about if you know a family that need these services? Can you recommend people to you, or how's that?
Yeah, we get calls all the time from neighbors or family members who will call and say, I know someone who has this need. And we'll either give them our contact information, or we have before even contacted the people, and they may be ashamed or embarrassed, and we just make that initial contact, and everything's fine then.
Oh, that's so good. What about, let's talk about this. As we know, the winter months are approaching. It's getting colder. What about people that need heat, that need, heating bills or whatever?
Well, we have a program where we can assist with rent and utilities. Our funding for that usually comes in December, and it's just you'll just need to call us at the office and see if we have funding for that.
For rent and utilities, and no doubt water and all that, different things like that. It's going out such a long way. I mean, you're touching every aspect and all the bases.
We try.
That is so wonderful. What about people that says, hey, what can I do? I'd like to volunteer some time. I'd like to come up there, help distribute some clothes. I'd like to help go through some clothes for you. Any kind of volunteer time.
Any volunteers are welcome. You just come in and sign our sign-in book, and we'll put you to work. One thing that is really great, churches and community organizations, even business offices, we would love for you to do a food drive or maybe even a coat drive. We even do personal hygiene items, or diapers. If you wanted to collect something like that, that helps us a lot.
So the churches really help you out, and businesses can help you out. Like if certain business wants to donate so much for the winter months or whatever, it just goes such a long way. And you cannot put a price tag on seeing the joy that it brings to people.
Yeah, it's definitely a blessing.
It is a blessing, and it's showing so much great love toward our fellow people. It just breaks my heart when you see somebody that they haven't got the right amount of food, or they haven't got a winter coat and they're walking around and they're cold, when they don't have to be that way.
Right. And the Family Resource Centers at the school, they do home visits a lot, and they see so much. And I talk to them on a daily basis. Different schools call me each day, and a kid has came to school with with their shoe. They're wearing flip-flops, and it's 30 degrees outside, or they don't have a coat. And they'll make home visits and see what's going on there, and then they call me and see what we can do to help out.
So how long you been with the Cooperative Care?
I'm starting my 5th year.
5 years.
Yes.
I'm sure within 5 years you've seen many lives that was touched, many people that got their needs supplied, even families that disaster hit them, like the time when the tornado come through.
Yes.
You was helping people, and it's just such a blessing.
It is. I love my job.
So, that even takes care of like natural disasters like a flood if somebody's been flooded out, or somebody like the tornado or some storm?
Yeah, when the tornado hit, we actually, that was on, Friday night. Saturday morning, we loaded up our box truck with the supplies we already had there at our organization. We had coats, blankets, hygiene items, food, and we actually took down to the site, and then the National Guard, they were able to take it out to the people who were affected.
Right.
So, and then also I was able to write a grant and receive $30,000 that we used to buy utilities, to replace the utilities that had been lost in the tornado. Or, I'm sorry, not utilities, appliances.
Exactly, but you know, a lot of people didn't realize this. When that tornado hit, people lost everything that they had.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, we was waiting on FEMA to come in for the people, but they needed help and assistance right then.
Right.
You know, and you all helped them find a place to stay, and you know, thank goodness for the shelter and food, clothing. And that's why I'm so thankful. We as the public need to support this and keep it going. And there's different ways that we can fund, different ways that we can support all the area businesses, retail stores, churches. We can make fundraisers, civic clubs, private donations. And, you know, that's what we need to be about.
Right. Yeah, and when you're thinking of your year-end giving, we're definitely willing to accept that and would